Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear Falconians. Here is your science teacher, Miss Syeda Sahrish Ahsan. So, my dear students of level 6, today we are going to start our new chapter, that is chapter number 3, Plant Growth. So, guys, take out your books and open page number 54 in front of you while watching this video. Here is the first topic of chapter number 3, plant growth, that is 3.1. What do plants need to grow well? So here is a picture in front of you. In fact, the picture is also present in your book on page number 54. So dear students, what do you think? What actually plants need to grow well? According to this picture, we have 3 pots with plants in front of us. One pot kept in a very bright light, while one pot is present under a normal light, and the third pot is present in the dark area. Same goes with your book. That in your book, we have one plant present under the darkness and one plant present under the sunlight. So we can easily observe while watching this picture that those plants which are present under the sunlight have more bright and healthy green leaves, while the plant which is present under the dark area or the area where no sunlight is present, the leaves of that plant are dull and unhealthy. So by watching this picture, we can easily guess that what is the major component required for plants to grow well. That is sunlight. Basically, plants need light to grow well, and this is because plants need light to make food in a process called photosynthesis. As we all know that plants make their food by themselves. We never saw any plant who is eating food from anywhere out or sitting in the restaurant and having pizza and having drinks and having coffee. Have we seen that? No, no. So where does plants get the food? Basically, plants make food by themselves inside their stem, inside their roots, inside their leaves, and that whole process of making food in the presence of sunlight is called photosynthesis. Now let's talk about photosynthesis some more. Here, when we break this word photosynthesis, photo means light, while synthesis means combining simpler or smaller parts to make something more complex. So basically, photosynthesis means that in the presence of light, some simpler or smaller parts will going to combine and make something more complex. Here you can see the reaction in front of you along with the picture on the screen, as well as the same picture is also present in your book on page number 54. Here you can see that sunlight plus carbon dioxide plus water. These are the 3 things which are required by the plant for the photosynthesis. And in the presence of these 3 things, plant undergo photosynthesis, and in the result of this photosynthesis, plants are able to make glucose, that is in the form of a sugar, and as well as oxygen as a byproduct which plant is going to release in our atmosphere and which going to be inhaled by us. Now let's take an example. As we all know that that plants are able to make food in the presence of sunlight. So if we start standing in the sunlight, can we make food by ourselves inside our body as well? No, we can't. Because one more thing which plants have that is special about this is chlorophyll. Most leaves we have seen that are green because they contain a green pigment that is called chlorophyll. And what is the quality of chlorophyll? Chlorophyll is able to trap sunlight. The light energy that is trapped by the chlorophyll is used to make food during photosynthesis. Here you can see the picture as well in front of you. You can see the picture in front of you. These green color balls which are present on the surface, these are the chlorophyll pigments which are present inside the leaves. And here you can see the picture that sunlight which is entering on the green color chlorophyll pigments is trapped by these pigments, and in this way this sunlight will become helpful in the manufacturing of food during the process of photosynthesis in plants. Now the next part of plants are many tiny openings that are called stomata. When we are talking about single opening, we call it stoma, but as we all know that there are very small and tiny openings in the leaves, under the leaves present are because they are in bulk, that's why we call them stomata, which allows gases to enter or leave through the underside of a leaf. That is why you see gas bubbles coming out from the underside of the leaf when you soak the leaf in warm water. Basically, these openings are working like the nostrils which are present in our nose, by which we can easily exhale carbon dioxide and inhale oxygen. Here, plants are utilizing those nostrils, those small openings which we call stomata, for inhaling carbon dioxide and exhaling oxygen, as well as water droplets. Now, the next thing which is most important about plants growth, that is the sugar. The sugar which they made by the plants is mostly changed into starch and stored in different parts of the plants. And what are those different parts? This sugar can be stored in the form of starch in roots, in stem, in leaves, everywhere they can store the starch. Now, how can we get to know that whether the starch is present in this plant or not? We can easily test for a starch. In front of you on your screen, there is a small test which is present of the starch, as well as it is also present on page number 58 in your book. How can you test the starch? You can easily test the starch by taking 2 leaves, and when you are going to drop or put few drops on of iodine on leaf, if the leaf convert into dark blue color or bluish black color, and it means that it have chlorophyll in it. While if that leaf does not show any change or it does not convert into bluish black color, so it means it does not carry chlorophyll in it. This is a simple test by which we can easily find whether the starch is present in the leaf or not. So I am repeating again, if we are going to put some drops of iodine on the leaf and it turns into bluish black color, it means it has a starch. And if it does not turns into bluish black color, it means it does not have the starch. Right? So this is how we can easily test a starch by using few drops of iodine solution. I hope that this topic is now clear to you all. Now after listening to this video, you can also read in your book from page number 54 to page number 59. And after reading these pages, you will be definitely able to answer this question. Well, this question is little bit a question which you have to search about that. As we all know that chlorophyll is a green color pigment and mostly leaves are present in a green color. But we all have seen sometime that there are some leaves which are not green in color. So what you have to find, guys, you have to find out whether plants with no green leaves have chlorophyll, one thing, and whether they can carry out photosynthesis. You can also take help from the internet as well. So you have to write almost 40 to 50 words answer on this topic. Basically, it's a short note or it's a short investigation, we can say, that we are going to do regarding leaves which are not green in color, whether they carry chlorophyll or not, and whether they can carry out photosynthesis or not. Alright, so I hope that you are going to enjoy this video and this topic and you will easily going to answer this question. Take care, guys. Allah Hafiz.